Okay.
It's over here.
Hello, everybody, and we sure are glad you came to the show today. It's the FC Patreon Hangout. As usual, we're going to talk pop culture, and we're going to talk a little bit of politics and all kinds of stuff that's going on. But as usual, the most important part of the whole thing is you guys. So as we move into world events and all kinds of entertainment surprises, we're going to want to hear from you and find out everything that you want to talk about. That's right, it's the Fandom Collective Patreon's turn to let us know what's on their mind. Anyway, we're certainly glad you came here today. Hope you went to the bathroom and got all your pee-pee and poo-poo out, because like the old band Aerosmith used to say, you don't want to miss a thing.
Shall we begin?
So it begins. And now it begins. So it begins.
And so it begins.
Shall we begin?
Shall I begin?
Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
We shall begin. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Phantom Collective YouTube channel. And today it's going to be a different stream. We're doing the FC Patreon stream. Boom. One of these days I'll get something to react to that, so it's not just silence, dead silence.
Man, I'll just make weird news and.
Indeed. And with me, of course, is Flipped Out, the Flipster, the Flipmeister, the Flippinator. I don't know. What's up, man?
Flipping. Yeah, I'm here. I was going to say flipping you off, but.
Watch it, boy. Watch it, boy.
Yeah. So, big crowd tonight. Don't everybody try and speak up all at once.
Yeah, calm down. We can only handle so much at once. But yeah, so I just sent out a link to our patrons. So if any of them are available today, then they can pop on in. I have no idea what everybody's schedule is, so it's just as they please, which is all good. Speaking of which, I should probably get our list of the patrons out, which has grown so large now. I need to look at that. So if you can entertain for a moment and chat for a sec, then by all means, go ahead.
Okay. What's going on? Well, there was a big story. I guess there's really not a lot of big stories. The story was last night there was a debate, but also Disney just got rid of like 82,000 workers, which I think is a pretty big deal. And it says something about the state of affairs that our entertainment industry is in right now. Just simply because of COVID alone. I mean, you don't even have to go off of any of the numbers for the box office. You just know that everyone from the mom and pop's theater down the road up to Disney, the gigantic mega company, they're hurting. So when you start laying people off, man, that's a bad sign. I just like probably you guys, I miss movies. I miss going to the movies. I would like to go to the movies and have a full packed house at a movie I don't really care to watch, just so I can be there. I'm just sick of all of the sitting at home, mask wearing. When I do take my mask off, people like looking at me like I'm some sort of rude person for not wearing the mask. But going and being around with people and just getting back on the horse and having a normal life, I hunger for that more than anything. But I would love to go to the theater right now, get me a big popcorn, not sit 12 feet away from everybody, and watch a movie. I'd watch a Pixar movie if it came to it.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too, man. We need some of that in our lives. We need that. What's up, Runner Studio? It's good to see you hanging around. What is up? Hope you're doing well. We got the Wookiee Supremacy. Says, hey, Rook and Flipster. What is up, my friend? Good to see you, the Wookster. Wookiee. If Wookiee and Rookie were to fuse, what would we be?
Wookiee and Rookster?
Mm-hmm.
Wookster? Suprookie me? No, that's not right. Supreme Rookie. Yeah.
Supreme Rookie. That worked.
Yeah.
That worked for now.
You got the Ookie on the end of both ears there.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. I think it's just terrible that we have had to go through all of this on many levels, not just for people's jobs, not just for being bored and stuck at home. Like you ever do that when you were in school, Like you'd fake getting sick, but then the rest of the day at home you had to fake it because mom would know.
Yeah, what I would do is I would chew some food of some kind, spit it into a bowl, like mix it with some type of orange juice or liquid or Sprite or something, and be like, oh, and make throw up sounds, and I was like, oh look, I'm sick. But that was only a few times that I would do that. It's like you can't really fake it past the parents, really, unless they know you're faking it and they're just like, whatever, just
Right. Oh, you're not alone. I did that same thing. And anybody out there listening, don't act like you hadn't done something like that. Mm-hmm. This one time, I thought I was going to be smart, and I was laying there in bed, and my mom's like, okay, it's time to get up and go to school. Get ready. And I was like, ah. So I told her, hey, can you bring the thermometer in here? I feel sick. So she brings the thermometer in there, and I said, can you bring a rag too? She brought a rag. I had to be about 10 years old. I took the thermometer and put it next to the light bulb, and it registered something like 130 degrees or something. So she came in there and she goes, mm-hmm. And I, what's it saying? She goes, it says you're going to school. Yeah, 130 degrees. I tried.
Yeah, we can't all Ferris Bueller it,
I know, right?
Not how that works. But what's up, CJH? How's everybody doing today? Doing fantastic. Just got some groceries. So I got that. Yeah. Runner Studio says, I saw Tenet and it was nice not having anyone kick my seat for once. Nice. Yeah. Wait, so if you were to go to see a movie like Tenet, somebody would be kicking your seat? Like,
at this point, I'd be okay with it. At least I'd have someone to talk to.
Yeah, well, I mean, like as an adult, I mean, I know that sometimes people put their feet up on chairs, but I mean, kicking at it.
Usually kids, right?
I'm trying to imagine like a 60-year-old man just swinging his legs and kicking the seat in front of him. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Just some jackass.
Yeah, just like, I don't care. I don't see you. You're in front of me. You don't exist. Nope.
You know what? I went to. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
But I went to a Waffle House. Do you guys have a Waffle House or a Pancake House up there in North?
A Waffle House.
Probably not a Waffle House.
We had like a Sherry's.
Okay, well,
we got like a Sherry's or Denny's. I don't know.
Denny's. All right, that's a good one. Yeah, it's very similar. But here in the great state of Georgia, we have them called Waffle Houses. They're everywhere, and they are notorious for that's where you go when you've drank too much and you need to not drive. You just go there, have someone take you there, and you sober up and have your big Waffle House. Anyway, oh man, I can't believe I can't remember what I was going to tell you.
Would you have some interesting encounter there with somebody?
Oh yeah. So it's like, all right, so. This old man, he had one leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
He tried to start a fight with me.
One Eye Willie, yep.
I mean, dude, he had one leg and a crutch. Like, I didn't even know what he was mad at. Like, because I parked just a little bit over the line.
I was going to say because you had two legs. That could be.
I don't know. But it was really weird. So... You never know.
Get your damn car back in line, you son of a bitch. You don't park 3 inches off. Otherwise, I'm going to beat you with my wooden leg.
That's basically what he said. He said he would beat me with his crutch. I was very nice. I was like, hey, man, it's okay. I'm sorry if I, got in your way. It's like I was over on the little handicap area. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe that much in real life. Like, it was really strange, but I guess, people are people. But going back to the movie theater, if that were to happen there, shit, that'd just be entertaining at this point.
Yes. You'd be a YouTube star, but not in the way you would want to be.
No. Oh, I'd back down, obviously. I'm not going to,
right.
be a jerk. But
exactly. But speaking of patrons, in just a second, we got one backstage we'll bring on in just a moment. Wookie's Primacy says, I'm done wearing that thing. Yeah, man, I'll tell you, it is quite annoying. So I just did some errands today. I went to the grocery store, went to the bank, went to 2 different fast food places for myself and somebody else. And it's like each time got to go in, before I leave the car, got to put the thing on, got to come back in, and then take the thing off. And just like very annoying. We already had a routine where it's like every time I come back from somewhere, I'll pretty much use Perel, after I go somewhere, because it's like, it's, whatever. People are nasty anyway before COVID. So it's like, get the hands cleaned with the mask, man.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go around the place. Be right back.
I think it's more, it's funny. You used to not be able to walk in a bank with a hood. Now you can wear a mask. It's like, to me, man, rebreathing your carbon monoxide or dioxide, whatever you're breathing out, that seems very unhealthy to me. In fact, I work where I'm walking all day. So if the average human walks at 3 miles per hour and I walk for 8 hours straight, I figure I'm doing 24 miles a day. Okay, let's even be modest. Let's say it's just, 12 miles, half that. That's a lot of walking with a mask on, man. You rebreathing, that can't be good for your blood. I mean, it just can't be.
No, well, you breathe in micro mildew at that point. Your body's not taking in fresher air and recycling enough stuff, so it's not good. All that stuff they say that would come out and the mask is preventing, you're just huffing it all in. So it's like not really going anywhere, which isn't good either, I don't think, for handling germs. But we got our first guest backstage. Welcome, everybody. Giga Vega, what's up? Giga Vega, are you there? Roger.
Roger Wilco.
Tap, 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 taparoo. Sometimes
roll to Major Tom.
Oh, indeed. Sometimes, so like when you come on in here, there's a camera and mic settings thing. Make sure that your mic is set up properly on there so that we can hear you. Because you are physically here, but we cannot hear your voice quite yet.
Nor see you. It's okay if we don't see you, but
yeah, we see your name and we don't even see an icon, but we see a very blank screen and no audio quite yet. All right, maybe if you'll even come back in, it'll be good. But speaking of patrons, let's do a little recount on who we've got on our crew here. So we've got Mongo's Big Things, the Gilkinator Thomas Gilkey, Culture Casino, Angela Straven, The Atlantean, James Clark, New Comic Normie, Inside the Holocron, The Wilk Report, Douglas Nelson, Rev Kev, Fallon Reacts, Geeky T TV, Mr. Burger, Edwin Ace Acevedo. Wait, that's it, right? That's how you say it?
Edwin Acevedo.
Acevedo.
I think
so. I'll just call him Edwin Ace.
Cool.
And then we got Lady Ariel, Giga Vega, and Cons and Churros. I'll have to see what she prefers being called with that, because there's a few different things on there that we could go by. Let's see if this works this time. All right. Audio. And if you're talking, we still don't hear you right now.
Hey, Giga, you can type in that box to the right. Looks like you already did.
Yeah, there's a private chat thing. Let's see. Oh, let's see. All right, just wanted to pop in to say hi. He said, yeah, I'm in the private chat. Okay, yeah, we can see you in the private chat here, but we can't hear you speaking for whatever reason on there. Sometimes if there's no microphone that the StreamYards can detect, and that might be having trouble, or if it's going to a different source that has a microphone, but it's not a very good one. It seems to be doing that. You can always fiddle with that, but if it's not working, then that's all good. We've got you right here, right now. Giga Vega, he's one of our newest patrons, everybody. Flip, you're talking a little bit with them. Do you have a link to his channel by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
Or fancy have one. We'll put a link to his YouTube channel.
I certainly
will. For you guys.
I will do that. Giga Vega just joined us with the Patreon, which it is amazing to have people supporting us, because it, believe it or not, enables us to support you guys better. It really does. But having that happen was just a big surprise last night. We got both Scarlet Rhapsody and Giga Vega. And by the way, you should check out both their channels. I'll try and put the link in instead of talking about them so much. But Giga's channel, you guys, he's just absolutely everything that we all are in the Fandom Menace. So I think you guys will really love his channel. He covers movies, video games, hardware, but also some social politics and stuff like that. He's funny, very funny, and he does quality videos. So let me get that set up in the chat. And hold on, though. I got to tell you, Scarlet Rhapsody has 2 channels. Right now, they're not working on the Scarlet one. So instead, they have one called Eat the Magic, where they go to like park hopping, but they go there and they try the foods. Pretty interesting, pretty interesting idea. And I got to say, the videos are very entertaining. So
that's actually a pretty good concept. Like, I don't usually think about that, but yeah, theme park food isn't always necessarily the same. Like elephant ears,
right?
From what I remember, those were only at Six Flags or the Sausage Fest, which was literally called. It was this little in my town. There's the Sausage Fest that is just it's just like a little theme park, like a small theme park that comes in, and that's all it is. I don't know why they called it the Sausage Fest, but as a kid, I never saw it as funny. As an adult, it's like, yeah, we used to have the Sausage Fest, and it was always near the school, and you could take a bus there, and it's like, oh god. But elephant ears were one of the things I remember the most out of there. Those were very good, very good, very fattening.
Best and mead. Have a mead, a nice warm mead.
Exactly.
Trying to pull up the other one. Eat the Magic.
Yep, we've got Fanscene and Fallon reacts in the chat as well. What's up, guys? Good seeing you around here. Yeah, we got Theme Park Central says, really dig Eat the Magic. Yep. What's up?
Yeah.
We also got another patron guest on board. Let's say hello to. Oh, hold on. At first, Giga Vega, since there's no audio or video coming in, I'm gonna put you backstage. But if you want to interact in the chat or anything, then that's cool as well. Thank you for coming by. We'll help get your audio and visual stuff sorted out sometime. If you need help with that, we're here to help you out. No problem. But with that, we're going to have the Atlantean coming on board. What's up, buddy?
How's it going?
Yes.
Good seeing you, sir.
Double A.
Just peachy. I'm going to give you guys a forewarning ahead of time. We had a bit of a power issue up here in the local city. Mm-hmm. And it seemed to have. It didn't. I'm not sure if it affected us because I was at work when it happened, but it knocked out my internet. So I'm not hardwired anymore. I'm not hardwired right now. So if I cut in and out, that's why I'm using my phone Wi-Fi. Kind of
oddly, you sound very clear. You're coming in very crisp, and you sound just fine. So that's incredible. Yeah. Regardless of that, that's great. But yeah, good seeing you again, my friend. How are things going on your end lately?
Well, discounting real life work, everything's going pretty good.
That's good. You got any cool YouTube videos coming out or any more Sacred Cows coming up soon?
Honestly, I'm not sure what we're doing on stream. The last time we actually streamed was last Saturday, and it wasn't even a talking stream. We played Among Us on the stream. So
nice.
How
was that game, by the way?
It's fun if you have the right group of people. The game itself doesn't have voice chat. The chat is text in the game. Right. But if you have a group of people and you're all in like a Discord voice chat, it's pretty fun.
Among Us. Is that a PlayStation game? I can't remember. Is that like
Among Us?
Yeah, I can't remember.
No,
that.
it's a PC game.
Oh, okay.
I'm not entirely sure. I only heard about it just recently, but from what I've heard and mostly from what I heard about it, it's a game that came out in 2018, and the whole point of the game is it's you and a certain number of crew members, either in space or on some sort of volcano or something to that effect, and you have two imposters, non-humans among you. There's really no premise. Okay. There's really no like story or why it's happening. It's just you're a bunch of armless walking spacesuits. They don't have arms for some reason. They have. I didn't notice this until I was looking later on. It's like they don't have arms, but they have legs.
Okay.
No, they don't have arms, but they have hands that pop out. For certain
so little nubby things.
Think Rayman. She's just a floating set of hands
I'm-
that
I'm just
occasionally
imagining-
show up.
I'm imagining this pretty much with that. We shall
But
hit.
I'm imagining.
yeah, the sprites don't have arms. Basically, the drawn characters don't have arms. They're just legs. They have a visor and they have a backpack.
And it's a good game.
It's fun. It's pretty simple, but it's fun.
It sounds fine. I'll have to look that up.
You'll have to look it up. There's no way I can explain it that will make sense or do justice.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. You're getting
Just
a couple
because-
compliments over here, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Giga said, I can't find the comment now, but he said he loved your heart shades.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Indeed, that's what you're going to be known for years from now. like, can you tell us about the Atlantean? Who was that feller? Oh,
Yeah,
yes, the Atlantean was well known for his sunglasses. He had a very different variety. Sometimes he would have them as if they were shades from a window. Other times it would be the shape of hearts. You never know. It could be the shape of stars. It could be just black as the soulless night, but you'd never know. That Atlantean had sunglasses. That is all.
It's either it started with these. It really did. It just
Blinds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just one day I wore these. I was like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna wear these and the stupid hat for a video, and it just kind of stuck.
It works, helps with the image, and then people, when they see you around and you got different things over your eyes, they can just be like, "What?" Like we should one day just put baloney. You're just like, "Oh, yeah, it's gross," and they're like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "It's my thing. It's my thing." And then just eat one, and then replace it. Then eat one and replace it. There's like, "Why don't you just eat the ones?" Shut up! I'm just doing the thing.
It's just a baloney, just like a baloney mask, like 2 or 3, just cut out little highs in a mouth and just.
Yep.
It makes me think of that commercial.
I'm probably
gonna. They're like, I put that shit on everything.
Yes.
Pizza hits him in the face.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Fallon saying, you talking about Fall Guys? You're talking about the Among Us, right? Fallon's asking if you're talking about Fall Guys. But I don't
know Fall Guys.
Runner Studio says.
Never played.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Dude, I was saying, Runner Studios he's brought up the candy corn.
There it is.
Blech, blech, blech.
I'll shut my camera off before I eat it. It's okay.
I like it.
I don't know, I've never tried them. They always look like they're not things to eat. So I'm like, I don't know. They never look like a candy that's like, that's going to go and I'm going to eat it. It's like, no, that looks like, I don't know, like as if they were rocks that you throw at somebody.
Yeah.
Like that's what it looks
I don't know if that's going to taste good or if it's going to go down like a marble. Should I try it?
Right. It's like, that's probably not an edible thing for me. I don't know. I never got that. Like with chocolate and Smarties, stuff like that. You go, oh yeah, you're going to eat that as candy. It never got that impression with candy corn.
No. Never. Candy corn is a very acquired taste. And the funny thing is, there's actually not a lot in there. It's like sugar.
Yeah, it's just like sugar and
it's like sugar. It's like a little bit of sugar, a little bit of corn syrup. There's like a I don't know if it's it's not paraffin wax, but it's a type of food wax that you find in food, and honey generally. Mixed in with some other stuff with chemicals that have 14 syllables that I can't say right now, but that sort of stuff.
Like Fanzine found glow in the dark Kit Kats. Did you see that he posted?
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, what?
I'm sorry. What's the purpose of that?
Right.
So you don't step on it in the dark.
Like the point of the point of food in general is to eat and gain some type of substance for your body to break down and eat, keep you alive. Candy is supposed to be kind of tasty, and that's it, just to have the taste on your tongue. And that's so glow in the dark candy. Makes no sense.
It's a new one, no doubt about it. I thought he was talking about candy corn because this time of year we all talk about candy corn.
Like unless it's like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids or Honey I Shrunk Ourselves thing where they made like glow in the dark apple juice or something, and they like just drank a bunch and could turn the lights off and have their bellies glow. and go like, oh, blah, 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 blah. Just like, but this way, but with glow in the dark Kit Kats, you can tell how much you ate. So you go, hey, fatty, yes, he ate the whole bag today.
Turn off the lights, see if he's glowing.
Yep, he can't lie to us. It's really good for moms.
It's good if the power goes out. Hey, come here, buddy.
Yep, I need your belly. Get that over here. Can't see my work. I need that over the paper. Yeah.
Just hoist him up on a big crane arm. Just.
I think I would eat that. If I find it more entertaining that it glows, and I know most people go, "I'm not putting something glowing in my mouth," I guess, but I'd eat it.
Did you pretend it's a firefly? You're like, die.
Die.
Yeah, I don't know. It makes that guy on Sky High seem a lot more valuable the way we're talking about it. The guy that's like, I glow. It's like, oh wow, thanks. That's so handy. And they got trapped once, and he could glow. So it's like, oh, I guess that's a use. All right, that's cool. Fallon React says 2 fake people who are there to kill everyone, and each night take someone out, and the group has to figure out who the 2 fake. Oh, okay, for describing the game. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I had my glasses on or my sunglasses, then I wouldn't have to be squinting like this over here on the screen. That's all good. It's all good. All right. Have a good night, Giga Vega. Glad you could join us and everything. Looks like he done popped out. Let's see here.
He said he didn't have everything set up just yet. So
yep, he's still getting that work done. It's all good.
Is he new to the YouTube scene, like in general?
I think he had a couple videos. He had some videos on there, right?
He's got a lot of videos. He's got I believe he has 800 subs. Man, I think I might be wrong. So he's not.
He's got almost 900, I think.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, he's got some experience.
But I think he might not have streamed before, like used StreamYard yet or something. So
sure,
that's all.
That might be it.
Yeah, but I remember the very first time I was trying to use it, it was like, I can't detect your things, and I'm like, but it's plugged in. What do you mean? Like, detect it. It's there.
It's probably the browser not being allowed to use it.
The first time I did, and then I had to use Chrome, and I was like, oh, okay, now it works nice and simple, nice and easy. That's all good.
At least until Chrome crashes.
Yeah, the fan scene solves our mystery. The whole purpose of glow in the dark Kit Kats is so that our poo can glow in the dark.
Yeah, so you can see where they went.
Well, no, it digested. Good.
Whoa.
Tell me something. How do you expect it to glow? You're gonna swallow a flashlight after you eat the Kit Kat?
I don't know if it's important that it glows once it's inside of you, but I get the idea of it glowing before you eat it. Yeah.
Well, I was just mean glow in the dark kind of requires a charge, so.
Yeah, right.
Well, no. Luminescent paint doesn't require a charge, but it glows. It's only visible enough, or it's more visible in the dark than it is in the light.
I like the idea of it coming out glowing, though. I would film that. That would be amazing.
That would be terrifying.
Well, it's like I'm just trying to imagine. It's like this, like trying to sell the pitch or something. It's like, so what's new about your Kit Kat bar? Well, it glows in the dark.
Yeah.
What for? Well, if the light in the refrigerator goes out, maybe they could see it, or it looks glowing like they're eating kryptonite when they try to eat it, and then when it goes down the belly, I mean, you don't see it, but it's still glowing. So. That they can think about that. Is it glowing in my belly? I can't see it. Yeah, it is. And then when you take a poo, you can go, well, look at that. Mr. Hanky made it out. So
it must have been a hell of a pitch because it exists, Whoever
thought it up was probably just winging it. Because if it's a Kit Kat thing, Kit Kat can do whatever they want. It's like, okay, we'll try it just to see where it goes.
Yep, I'm wanting Kit Kats. This would be kind of fun for them to make like different shapes out of their thing. But by shapes, I mean like make a sword Kit Kat. So it's like, give me a break, swing. I don't know. I feel like they can make some funny ass commercials with a Kit Kat bar thing. Everybody, grab your weapons. There you go. Here's a shield. Here's a sword. Whatever. Here's a spear. you supposed to use that as a weapon, Jimmy? I'm hungry, sir. Sorry. I don't know. It's like,
well, eventually they may do that. They may yet do that. Make
no. They'll keep it simple.
Toy Kit Kats.
They'll keep it simple. Yep.
Look, I can put the Twix in the Twinkie.
Exactly. There you go.
You know what would be good? Lego Kit Kats.
There you go. That's thinking. They actually have a food. I'm not even joking. You guys know Smarties. You guys know Sweet Tarts. Those kind of things. There's like literally a Lego like Smartie. Like,
Really?
I'm not. I don't even know. It's not really a Smartie, but that's the closest equivalent I can make because I don't know what.
I've seen it.
I don't know what else to call it because I liked it and it was similar to Smarties. I'm gonna pull up a picture right here.
Yeah, so I don't have to look for it.
So you can believe me. Now, as far as a Lego piece, it's not the best, but it's there. Like it works.
It works.
Like it works. Like it's a thing.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. The candy blocks thing.
Lego candy. Yeah,
They look like Sweet Tarts.
Yeah, and it's like, as far as their taste, they're similar to like a Smartie, a Sweet Tart thing. They're a little different, but it's like this is the kind where you could pop it in and just kind of have it in there for a while and not really chew it a bunch. I mean, you could chew it, but I feel like that's not the best thing for your teeth on there.
And
but
you couldn't play with it, so.
I mean, I guess you could play with it. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, it's like it'll hold up enough for the most part.
Just build little people and pretend you're Godzilla for a day. Why not?
Well, that's fun. I actually want those. I really do. I want to see if they work.
Those would actually be really cool to have.
It's kind of funny. That's like another Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves reference because I remember the kids literally make like little hot dog people that get destroyed by like a chili volcano that they have, and it's just like, okay, I was in that movie. I remember that. Yeah, little hot dog people.
I guess we're weird. I mean, I like shrinking movies. I think they're really fun. Lots of open opportunities to be funny. I would like to see a shrinking movie that's rated R and be a comedy. That would be cool.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Well, I'm trying to, I guess, since we don't get a chance to see any new creative movies, I'm just kind of coming up with something.
That'd be easy enough, I would think. You could be like, off the top of my head, the evil, sinister, I was gonna say Sally Sally Struthers. I don't know. She shrinks you and captures you into a little dollhouse, but the dollhouse is like littered with different bugs or something that are pretty deadly. I guess like a scorpion. You got some type of a beetle or something that you gotta fight. You got little doll weapons, some little small weapons to use as in your arsenal.
Like Pickle Rick.
Who?
Pickle Rick. Oh, Rick and Morty. You know what I'm talking about, Atlantean?
No idea.
I'm Pickle Rick.
Just because I've heard of the term Pickle Rick, I hate the show.
Oh,
I just like it.
But I know what it is by osmosis.
I can't stand the mouth animation on that show. That like have their teeth just visible every pointing.
It's fun.
Every single thing. If they can just remove that mouth animation with normal animation, I'd probably want to check it out. But I can't visually watch
animation? It. Really?
Yeah, I hate it. It's just like I'm Rick and Morty. It just makes me. I don't know. I don't want to watch it. Like there's other shows. There's other shows that make me kind of think like that too. I mean, even when I was younger, like a show like Jimmy Neutron, that took me a little while to get into it. And it was only because I was surfing the channels and came in on a part that was actually kind of funny. But then I was like, I don't really want to watch this, show. It's a little annoying. It took me a bit to get my eyes okay with it. But man, in these days I can't. No, it's like, nope. If it don't look good, I want to watch it. Nope.
Well, I fell into Rick and Morty because my son told me that I would enjoy it, and so we watched it. And it borders on rated R cartoon work, so the humor there. I mean, do you like South Park, Rookie?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, that's not animation. That's why I asked. I mean, that's great though. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm okay if it's bad animation. It just depends. Certain things with the animation sometimes.
Oh, I get it.
So now I'll use another example. Let's see. I'm trying to think of one. Like Ren and Stimpy. or something like that. I don't know. Visually, it's like I just don't want to really watch it. You know, the way they like, contort their face all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's not that it's just my eyes are just like, man, I just don't like. I don't even it's just like, I don't know. I just don't want to watch this.
They sometimes did it with the stoners. Why can't I think of that? Yeah, Beavis and Butthead. They occasionally did that with their faces too.
Yeah, that's kind of another example. The way that they are, just the way it looks. I'm like, even if it's kind of funny and things are happening or smart, it's like I just don't want to watch it like that. If it could just somehow have a different look, I'd be more for it. South Park was actually another one that took me a little bit to get into because it was more based on everybody that I knew was always loving it, and they just go, Kenny died again, and I'm just like, what? Like,
wow.
And I was in like middle school, and I was like, shut up with this shit. And the way I don't know, the way it sounded, and then I'm checking it out as I'm browsing TV, and they're like little 2D type of things and little papers. I'm like, this is the show everybody loves. Stupid. But then, I watch
political parts,
But then, you surf sometimes and you stick on something for a little bit and see what it is. And I was like, yes. Okay.
And that is what Rick and Morty will happen with you. That's what will happen with you if you watch the whole show. You'll get it.
Maybe. One of these days. I'm working on The Mandalorian now. I'm going to work on some horror films for October. Going to work on Cobra Kai as well. So I got some other things I got to knock out first.
Good choice. Yeah, Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
What was that?
Oh, I cut out.
I just heard you say Cobra Kai. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah. What were you doing for Cobra Kai?
Oh, at some point soon, I'll be putting up like a watch party commentary, kind of, but I won't be doing it live.
Oh.
It'll be uploaded, so I can edit out any boring parts that if there's not much commentary, pretty much. But yeah,
what is your favorite cartoon, guys? What about you, Atlantean?
My
animated
favorite cartoon?
Or animation?
Oh, you have to ask that.
I think I know Rookies.
You think you know mine, huh?
God, there's so many that I've watched that are absolutely fantastic.
Well, yeah. I mean, top three, just one of those, one of your top three.
I had to fucking think. I don't know. I mean, there's not much for new cartoons that interest me because most of them try to follow the whole Family Guy, sitcom thing, which.
Mm-hmm. Well, because there's like Futurama that's kind of thrown in there. There's The American Dad, which is literally the same thing as Family Guy, pretty much.
Yeah, Futurama was sort of a Simpsons type thing.
I guess so.
I think it was Matt Groening that made Futurama as well.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I think out of favorite cartoons, it's probably the old ones, like the old Tom and Jerry and the Hanna-Barbera ones.
Yes,
those
like
animations. It's just
those were all right.
Tom and Jerry,
yeah, good one.
It's just so It's stupid, but they're funny.
Well, they're very simple with what they're doing, and one of the things I liked about them was their use of sound effects and music. There's hardly any dialogue. It's just maybe some type of noises here and there, but they'll play whatever music while they're doing their shenanigans, and their sound effects are kind of what helps shape the show for what it is. Oh, yeah. So that's something these days I'm not sure that many people can do in their shows. It's executed very well.
Just not enough. I thought Rookies would be Dragon Ball Z.
But that's up there. But no, I wouldn't say it's my favorite. That's very well liked. But when I was growing up, Pokemon was a thing. Yu-Gi-Oh was a thing. As of right now, I'd say South Park's probably one of my favorite ones. I mean, more based on its level of humor without holding back, and they'll kind of mess with everybody. And like they even had an episode where they're like, you can either make fun of everyone or no one. So if you don't want to be censored at all, you got to make fun of everybody. They're kind of shtick, which I appreciate. Otherwise, there's there's more. Like, growing up, SpongeBob, even for a couple seasons, had some clever jokes thrown in there, and even snuck in some clever adult jokes that kids wouldn't even think of at all. Like when SpongeBob has underwear over his head quite often, and he's got this pointy nose. It's like a little boner joke, pretty much. There's,
you see that in some cartoons, you do.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know other ones for examples at the moment. And like when he had Chip, Penny, and used napkin or whatever as his thing, the napkin was oddly dome shaped or cone shaped, and it's like, well, yeah, you could think, for blowing his nose, but
we know better.
There's another use that can be funny there either way. Or when he's trying to give Gary a bath, he's like, "Here's the soap, don't drop it."
Don't drop the soap, Gary.
Obviously.
It's just like, all right,
that one was one that's just really on the nose.
He literally winked at the camera pretty much. He's like, wink. And it's like, I don't know, for a Saturday morning cartoon, I don't know how many would take a risk like that to do a funny little adult joke.
Oh, there was a lot of them. There's a lot of them doing that.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough of them.
That did.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine the Animaniacs probably did. I never watched any of that show to know if they did or not. Yeah,
I'm looking.
Go ahead.
Huh? I was gonna say a lot of the early old Nickelodeon shows did have a tendency to do that. Ren and Stimpy actually rode that line pretty close. They did some really weird stuff.
Yeah, I know they had a banned episode at one point or something where it's like a torturous type of event that happens. I forget what. They're like begging for death, and it's like just an awful thing I've heard of. I don't remember exactly what it was, but they're like, nope, we're gonna ixnay on that one for sure.
Yeah, that's not gonna be on Nickelodeon for a while.
There's like a lot of people liked Happy Tree Friends. I don't know. I never. It's just a gory. It's like a gory slapstick. It's to me. I don't know. It's just like, oh yeah, I get it. It's he oops, and then his eyeballs got out, and it's like, okay, and then he gets like, caught in a blender, and it's like
shock value.
Okay. To me, I thought it was a dumber Three Stooges. Like with more gore. Like, I don't know.
It is something like that.
I slip on a banana instead of just going to whoop wall. His head gets chopped off, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like okay then.
And it's like I don't even like the Three.
It's like every. You don't like the Three Stooges?
No, not really. But I guess for when it came out, I guess that was a newer type of humor for people. I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. That's the thing with me. It could when I was younger. If I saw it when I was younger, I might have liked it, but I didn't. And a lot of things that I thought was funny, like American Pie, that was hilarious when I was in high school. It's like I just can't. I can't watch it the same and like, funny. I'm just kind of like,
yeah, because it's not funny. It's just lame jokes.
Like he super glued the porn tape he's gonna jack off to, and he's trying to use lube, and it stuck to his dick. So and he's on the roof now, and everyone sees it. It's like, okay, all right. He slipped. His grandma slipped and got a concussion on his underwear that he was jacking on. It's like,
you get a more adult look at it. It's still. Every now and again, a good fart joke's a good fart joke.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, there's still a lot of hilarious stuff that isn't, I'm not like, you need to have humor that is better than that. It's like, no. But I just don't see the same things as funny necessarily. Like, there's, even just like there's simpler jokes that I think can be done that are just as dirty without it being as in your face about it, I guess.
Without being crass.
Cool. I wonder, if there would be like a way that we could do a segment or something. If you guys think this would be a cool idea that needs to be fixed up, let us know. But something where we all have to do jokes and maybe not laugh or something along those lines, but live. Something like that.
I don't know.
Like a live version of You Laugh, You Lose.
Something like that, yeah.
Maybe. I feel like when we're trying to do something to make people laugh, though, that's a little more difficult. Like a lot of times, my funniest stuff is in the moment in a conversation. I'll think of something funny, but I can't just
So what we would do is we would read them off. Like you could find jokes online and just you'd have to randomly pick one and you not laugh and like you can't
right.
laugh. So.
Yeah, I feel we can try that, but like I feel like it'd have to be more on accident. Like a lot of times, the funniest things are like you're expecting to read something intellectual when it just comes off as stupid. You're like, what?
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
It does. A natural, organic funny is good.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling for something like that, really lame puns and dad jokes would probably be the best fodder to start out with.
Sure, and graduate into worse and more dirty.
Well, I was just gonna say graduate into something that could possibly get because dad jokes always get a laugh, either because they're genuinely funny or because you just kind of shake your head and wonder why.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yo, oh you. Mm-hmm. Oh you.
It's like
no,
it's not even that's sort of kind of the relationship I have with a friend of mine. His jokes are either really funny and on the nose or just on the nose and why.
Yeah.
Like there's no in between. His dad jokes are genuinely funny or they make you want to strangle him.
Because he won't stop doing them, I guess.
No, because just some of them are just so stupid. It's like, did you really have to say that?
Right. Oh, Dad.
You can't help it. I think it's just something about getting older, and like it doesn't matter like if it's a joke about like sex or like a poop joke or something. Like sometimes you can't help it; it just comes out, and you're like, oh well, let's hope that does well.
Yeah.
Yep. So, looks like a lot of the other patrons are busy today, which is all good. We did this, we were gonna have something else planned for today, but we're like, hey, we gotta get something going on here with this. See if y'all are free. We're trying to get to a point where we can consistently schedule something with you guys, so that we can hang out more, or if you guys have stuff you guys want to discuss, we can help you out with that as well. So we're trying to get our ducks in a row too. And if anything, we're adjusting. All right, we got so much plans in the work, but they're starting to come to fruition. We'll start to see some of the benefits in October, and then more as we go.
Yes,
as it is going big time, turning that wheel, baby. Oh,
hey,
yeah.
What do you think about the layoffs and what it says about the business in in Hollywood?
What about it?
The Disney laid off like 82,000 people, or
did they?
Yeah, something like that. Phenomenal number of people. A surprise.
Well, it's that counting theme parks and marketing and
yes,
other stuff. Because
well,
I don't know.
The theme park stuff, I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, it sucks, but considering that I don't know what half of their theme parks are in California, right? I think it's
there's one in Florida. I think.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like,
it's
like, don't they have one in like?
They got some international ones.
German,
yeah,
somewhere.
But I know, but like domestically, I know they have the ones in Orlando and down in Florida, and I think they own a couple out in California somewhere. But the ones, I'm not surprised about the theme park things because out in California, everything is shut down. Like they're not budging at all.
Yeah, they're real stringent.
Well, yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
They're hell bent on keeping everything shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
So, out there, I can't say, it sucks. They're not allowed to open. They're not doing any business. Of course, there's going to be layoffs out there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's going to be if that's in the Florida theme parks or anything either. I really don't know much about it other than that they got laid off. But well, I don't want to say I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, I know it comes off as pretty callous, but given everything that's been going on.
Yeah.
And the fact that, given the fact that the past few years before this beer bug crap started, they had duds with a live action series, Disney remakes. Ever since Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reboots and sequels. Yeah.
What was their first one that they did?
Oh man.
I don't remember their first. I've never seen any of the live action remakes.
Was it The Lion King or
But I
no?
think the first
No,
one
no,
was,
no. I want to say Beauty and the
No,
Beast.
that was 28. That was. I said it was
Uh-huh.
either The Jungle Book or The Beauty and the Beast.
Well,
Maybe
I don't know if the Jungle
Yeah.
Book counted. I feel like the Jungle Book, because there's another adaptation that was right along with it that was like called Mowgli and was different. I don't know if that counts more as just. I mean, I guess because Disney did make a cartoon one, that would count as one maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Either way, that's what they're
But it's
doing.
just they've been on, yeah, with their live action remakes. I mean, most of them have been duds. They're not well received, and all of this nonsense with Mulan online, that's not doing them any favors. That one was a critical bomb.
Yeah, no doubt.
And yeah, everything with Star Wars. The only thing that seems to be really doing them any good was Marvel, and that momentum came to a screeching halt when Captain Marvel was released.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
technically, it was a success on their end. Like, they made $1 billion on it, I guess. I don't know how much they really took home, but as far as the box office was, not saying that means it's good, but as far as success at the eyes go, that's what they would take away.
Financially, it was a success. Financially, every Marvel film has been a success.
And then they had Endgame after
Endgame was pretty good. Not as good as the other one.
Not as good as Infinity War.
Yeah.
Infinity War had the perfect build up and it's just that ending. It's like, now what?
Yes.
It's like the bad guy won. And then, with Endgame, that they're going to come back and reverse it. It's just how they're going to do it. And once you know that, it's like, they're going to do it. And it's how they're going to do it definitely isn't going to live up to how you're thinking about it.
I feel like they focused too much on doing that part, honestly. It was like that was half the movie was them trying to reverse it. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like that should have been, simpler. Have us have more time with, not having, the other half of the population around and stuff like that. I don't know. The time travel stuff's kind of, like, I guess it's almost like Family Guy jokes, honestly. It was like, let's see them try to intercept Loki and the Avengers thing, and they'll whoop-de-doo, America's ass, and he gets away, and then, the Hulk was so badass then, and now he's a wuss. And it's like, okay.
I actually found Banner Hulk actually pretty funny.
I mean, I guess so, but, I don't know. I just kind of feel like that defeats... they wanted to have literally the idea is you get 2 birds, 1 stone. You get you have your cake and eat it too, but it's not the same cake because it's like the Hulk was be more one track minded and doing his own thing, and and Banner's the opposite and more intellectual. But then just having it be the intellectual in the raw guy's body, and he's not.
That's the juxtaposition that makes it really funny. Because you're looking at because you're so used to seeing the Hulk, and he's wearing, glasses and talking normally. You're like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe the humor hit me pretty good. But then again,
the Marvel movies, it works. It didn't work in the Star Wars movies really well. The Disney Marvel humor, but
yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that humor is like a good Family Guy type of thing. Like it's a short-lived. Funny who be like Thor getting fat. It's a short-lived funny, but it's it's not a good long-term one really. But I mean, they could. I'm okay if they kept him fat, but they kept his personality in that kind of depressed, angry stage the whole time, and that's what annoyed me for the most part. And it's like I'm okay if he's fat because you can have a fat warrior that still kicks ass. But I don't know. It seemed like at this point he should have been, a fully fledged character by now, and they just have to have him feel low to raise him up again. And it's like,
They nerfed him because, realistically, at the end of Infinity War, when he comes flying down and throws the axe into Thanos, it's like, oh hell yeah, Thor's here. They built it up at the end of Infinity War, like, oh hell, Thor's here. Oh yeah.
Thanos tried to blast him with the things and. Didn't work. It was like, dude, damn, he got a power up big time. Which I'm okay if they nerf him a little bit. I'm okay if they use he's out of shape now. He's not as tuned to his warriorness. But it's like I don't know. It still should have been a formidable match against Thanos by himself.
Yeah.
Having any help should have sealed it, because even Iron Man put up a fight, by himself against him, and having, and Captain America couldn't do it too much with just his human, slightly superhuman strength. Wasn't able to, but with the Thor's hammer, like, I don't know. I feel like
the axe, like
all three of them had such, I don't know, and that it wasn't the same Thanos at all. Really, I didn't care about their fight with Thanos, because it wasn't the same Thanos from the last one that went through all that character arc. This one was just pre-character arc Thanos that didn't care. And it's like, oh, that's not very fun. Like, and when Scarlet Witch is like, you took everything from me. I don't even know you. You will. A lot of people like that exchange. I didn't, because it's just like, you will. I don't know. Yeah. He won't, because he won't.
Could have took him.
And
and I'm okay with her taking him, but like,
well, no, I'm fine with her taking him, but a lot of people liked the exchange of, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are. You will. And it's like, to me, I'm like, no, I would rather him had remembered who she was and known, because had not knowing is just, it's like, you have all this motivation. All of the heroes have all this motivation. He don't know any of them. He's just like, well, I think I heard of you once. Who are any of you? What have I done to you? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
yeah,
that's it.
What have I done?
It's like take your villain that you build up and then replace him with a copy that doesn't have his memories from before, and it's a different effect. You got to have your villain be just as strong as your heroes as far as motivation.
What if they'd done this? What if the Thanos that you meet in Endgame was like cool? Like, he was a cool guy. Like, hey, what's up, man?
I don't know. See, I mean, that'd be funnier, I guess.
Not like in the way I'm making it sound, but like if he was like not bad, I guess.
It's just because he didn't go through the same stuff he did in the other one. Like, he went through the hero's journey in his perspective, and then they take that away, and then it's without the hero's journey. It's not like, take Luke at Return of the Jedi, but just have it be from just have that replaced by Luke from the farm. You'd be like, all right, he has no knowledge of the Force, no knowledge of Yoda, Obi-Wan, Leia, Han. Like, it's like, what?
And don't forget, you have to behead the Luke from Return of the Jedi before you bring in Farm Boy Luke again.
Exactly, right. You'd just be like, it'd be less there. You'd be like, well, what's the point of this? He didn't even go through anything yet. Like, there's no point. Even though Thanos had a history beforehand, but as far as his interaction with all the heroes that he's fighting in the end, it's like, could have been better. So it's like, I don't know. I liked Endgame for it had very emotional moments, but I think they would have been better if they were done a little better. Maybe, I don't know. And they focused way too much on the time travel thing to care.
Well, where do they go from here, guys? Like, you were saying, Captain Marvel, right?
Take a 2 or 3 year break, not making anything at least, and then I'd say they shouldn't continue more with this universe, because I don't know, over 20 films in and a bunch of shows. I mean, I feel like sometimes it's got to come to an end.
Yeah. Momentum is going to crash at some point.
If they want to have a new Marvel universe, I'd be okay with that. If they took it in a different genre type of a thing, that'd be kind of cool. But I mean, there are things you could do if they needed to continue for whatever reason. I have this thing where, if Thor were to try to take the king role a little more seriously on Earth and Asgard, like, Earth is Asgard to him now. Essentially, it's his home, and he's been looking after Midgard, essentially Earth, for this whole time, but not done very well. Like, what if after all the Thanos stuff, and he remembers what Loki was saying in the first Avengers, where he's like, I look after these people. He's like, and you've done a magnificent job with all the crap the humans are up to. And it's like, what if he finally is like, okay, I'm going to crack down. In a way, my brother was right. I just kind of sit around. What do I do? I was playing Fortnite or whatever for the last 5 years until we fought Thanos again, and I couldn't even beat him myself. Like, all right, let's protect the world here. Ultron almost did stuff, because Tony, that was a man-made thing that almost killed them all. They've done nukes where they almost kill themselves. Maybe he tries to take some control. It starts out subtle, and then it grows to be something where he's seen as a little more evil. That'd be kind of a cool arc. And then you have the Valkyrie chick can, either be kind of more with his side or opposing to him, and you can have a whole thing where Thor kind of turns dark slowly, but it's he's just turning more strict essentially. That'd be kind of interesting to see.
It's a good angle. I like the angle.
And with how powerful he is, he'd be hard to take down. And I don't think the Banner Hulk can really match exactly. I feel like
the Banner Hulk.
I feel like it's like they had the Hulk that gained intelligence but lost some strength because the strength was in his anger.
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't have that switch that made his rage build up.
Like they even showed it in the end game when they had the Hulk. He's like bashing the cars. Then they have him like throw a motorcycle, and he's like, I'm like,
he just mocks. He just kind of growls like, angrily, like barely taps a cop car like, and just kind of moses off.
Is this supposed to be like an old man that can't get an erection anymore? He's just like, it's like,
I mean, were they worried about violence in the movie? And someone said, well, we'll just turn down the Hulk so he's not as violent. I mean, what?
I think they decided to bring in that particular character from the comic.
But yeah, I think that is a character in a comic.
I say because Banner Hulk actually, from what little research I've done, I guess he existed in the comic.
But it's like I saw the Hulk as another character. Like in Ragnarok, the Hulk himself was his own character, and Banner was separate from him. So they just essentially killed the Hulk, like literally, they killed the Hulk.
Yep.
And his stuff. It's like you can. So if they wanted to have a movie that's more Hulk based, I feel like they can't. It'd be Banner as the Hulk. And
how do you get him back to that? Right, like.
I don't think you can unless you have the Hulk like in his mind or something, trying to break the hell out. I don't know. Yeah, something with that.
Well, they can figure it out, but I mean, right off the bat, I can't. But that's a good way, I guess. Like he starts, cracking. Like they're saying they're going to put General, what's his name, as the Red Hulk.
General that's what's his name? I know his name. What's his name? Oh my God, what the hell is his name?
General Thaddeus Ross?
General Ross, right. Ross. I don't know what to say Zod for some reason. Just like, what the hell? Because the YouTuber around here, I'm like, what's the General who?
Thaddeus Ross, then you nailed it. So, like, what if the Red Hulk situation comes up and Hulk, or should I say Banner Hulk, how would he change back? Well, like, he goes to stop Thaddeus Ross. I want to call him Thaddeus now for some reason. Thaddeus. But yeah, he jumps in there to try and stop him, but it zaps both of them. And then Red Hulk, is born, and then Angry Hulk is back. I don't know. Something.
I feel like Ross would be wanting to bring out the Angry Hulk again, so that people can hate the Hulk. His whole thing was hunting the Hulk. Essentially, was catching him before, and so he'd want with Banner Hulk. He's not going to rage anywhere with anything. Everybody takes pictures with him. But if they can get Rage Hulk back, maybe he can break some cities and have a reason to take him down again. That'd be something. Maybe.
Yeah. But you're both kind of agreeing here that kind of looks like Marvel's going down, I guess.
It's kind of when you go for one of the most one of the most what am I trying to say? One of the more popular comic arcs. How do you continue that in film form when you're trying to keep a continuity and half of your character base is dead at the end of Endgame after bringing them back?
And the actors are aging and or dead as well.
Yeah,
And contracts, there's different things that keep you in or out. Yeah. I mean, they've already done that a few times in the Marvel thing with Rhodes and a couple other people, with the Hulk himself, essentially. Yes. They had a different start.
It's like eventually you're gonna have to, decide: do we keep trying to go on with this continuing story, or do you try to do what they want to do and go backwards? Which is like, why would you want to go backwards to like the Black Widow film they want to do? Why are you going backwards now?
Well, you see, my solution. I don't know. I haven't read like any comic from Marvel, so I don't know any of their other stories. Do they have any set in medieval times, like in King Arthur times or anything?
I don't know.
That'd be interesting to see some superpower people and in those times do a sword and sandals type of film, but with a little superhero bits. You see, my whole thing, I guess, is that after this point, it's hard to get as invested in the stakes. Not because, they did the whole universe and all that and everything. Now they can't go lower. I'd say you could still do an interesting story that's low base, but they establish so many pieces to the chessboard that's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to believe this is happening in your thing now. And they've had, like, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., there's so much different technologies that humans have access to now that's like, I guess they have a thing that can make your ship invisible completely. I guess they have a thing that can morph you into somebody else. They have a thing that can just vaporize you. They have things that can mind control you slightly. So it's like when they're in a situation, it's like, I don't know. Can you not stop it? I don't know anymore. You have the power to shrink and grow now, essentially, as Ant-Man. The technology exists around somewhere. And there's
tribes.
The heroes that are supposed to watch over the Earth. There's a Captain Marvel character that can overpower anything, essentially. So it's like, I don't know. The stakes don't seem as much as they're there, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm okay if they did some type of a different angle for a new universe. That'd be fine. I don't care. And they don't have to destroy this one as it is. They can have it just end. And if they wanted to make a new movie in that same one, I guess I don't care. But that shouldn't be their main focus. That should be a side project if they want to do a MCU one.
What if they did the Spider-Man universe with the Spider-Verse, but did it with Sony, where they're back and forth movies, sort of the way they've done, who am I forgetting here? But you know what I'm saying? Like Sony and Marvel both used Tom Holland, but then isn't that where they were going with that? With the Spider-Verse?
I don't know anymore. They haven't done much, so I don't know.
Y'all don't remember that story?
I remember the story. I just don't remember what specifically it was, because like Venom was gonna, I don't know, something with Spider-Man in the second one, and I have no idea.
Yeah, well, they were gonna go ahead, Atlantean.
No. I was gonna say something about. I'm not gonna get into that rant. I'm not gonna tonight.
Yeah,
because it's about Venom, and yeah, I'm not gonna get. I could go on for like 20 minutes about it. I'm not going to.
I sense you're pretty frustrated about Venom.
Yeah, for another time, we'll have a Marvel rant stream or something.
Just because it goes back to just everything about Venom.
And the earliest form of Venom I can remember was in the PS1 Spider-Man game, where he's like blue and he's like, Mary Jane won't last much longer. Parker,
actually,
give it up.
The first time I ever heard of Venom was in the old Superman Sega Genesis game. Separation Anxiety. It's an old Spider-Man game. I think it was on the Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. And you have the option to play as either Spider-Man or Venom. And there's also Maximum Carnage, which has Spider-Man and Venom. And I think it's something to do with the Carnage symbiote.
Right.
The red Carnage Venom, that guy. I've never actually beaten it, though. I barely got past the first level.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good times. Good times.
I was like, okay, that's Venom.
Exactly. But, I don't know, do you guys have any last things that you want to say before we close on out of here for tonight?
Well, it was good to see you, Atlantean.
It was nice being here.
Refreshing, to hop on and hang out with that.
Yeah, we'll try to plan it out better so everyone else can come on in as well. We just kind of were like, let's do a patron one today. Want a patron one today? Okay, let's do that.
Just kind of going shooting from the hip. And it's
we're working on so many things. We're like, we've kind of forgot to schedule this perfectly, and we're like, we plan to do this thing and then this thing here and this thing, but like, can we do that tonight? That wouldn't make sense for tonight. Now let's do it later. So yep. Yeah. But yeah, you are a growing channel. So I think Fanscene posted your link a couple times in the chat over here to your YouTube channel. That's great. Got any projects that's coming up soon? That should be
just the Splatterhouse one that I showed. I don't know if you guys saw the trailer for it yet or not. I know I.
No.
No, you haven't.
The
No.
Spider House.
Huh? Yeah, the Splatterhouse one. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. I posted it in the chat.
Did not see that yet.
You guys know about it's the October project. It's starting this Friday. But I made a trailer. I want to say last Friday, last Thursday night into Friday, like 6.5 hours through the morning.
Yeah.
Putting it together.
Nice. Wait, if you pop that in again, is it one that you made or is it for something else?
No. What?
Well, you said, I'm sorry, did you say Splatterhouse or Spider House? I didn't.
Splatterhouse. You want me to,
Let's say post it here and I'll show it before we head out. If that
give me a second.
works, I'll see it in the chat here. They're kind of buried.
All right. Okay. God damn it. Jesus Christ. I really hate oh, someone just subscribed. I have 121 now. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, congrats on that, man.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the bunch of congrats. It's just like, okay. You know, it's like from the past weekend, it's like I went from 113 to 121.
That's awesome.
And it's like I think it has something to do with this video.
All right.
That's not working. God damn it.
Here, I was gonna say, just send the link to me, and I'll just show it myself.
I'm having a brain cramp. I forgot how to get to my channel for some reason.
you click on your icon. And
yes,
click your channel, and then you'll find your channel right there.
Thank you. I'm in a certain zone. I've kind of gone retarded for like half a second.
That's all good.
All right, so I posted the link right in the private chat for you.
Okie dokie. Let's open her up here.
I figured, show the trailer and then I'll be able to explain what I'm doing. Because if I say Splatterhouse, I don't think many people are going to understand what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah, I didn't.
What is, that's my old age. It's a really old game series.
So that's the game you were talking about earlier with me. Okay, I thought
that's the project I'm doing.
I thought it was.
I say it's an old game series because we'll
right, let's take a look.
Sound warning, by the way.
Oh, okay.
No, don't mute it. Don't mute it.
No.
I'm just letting you know there is a bit of a screamer a little bit later.
I thought you were saying it's gonna be really loud. Nice.
And it actually does keep going till the end. There's a little bit afterwards.
What am I? What am I?
You're mine, Rick. Jen. Until Jen's back safe in your arms, you're mine.
Cool, nice. Man. It's pretty dark. I mean, for like 16-bit looking at it, it's like
it's a horror game. It's a horror game series.
Yeah.
And say it started back in the arcades. I think in '89 it got the release.
It's cool.
And then it just spanned like four games throughout the classic era, and then took a hiatus for oh god, almost a decade and a half. And then it got a modern update, a 2010 release, and then it's been dormant ever since.
And you got a niche following you all of a sudden for it. That's really cool. Like out of nowhere.
Huh?
Like out of nowhere, like all these people, like, oh, they love the Splatterhouse. So
I don't know. I don't know if it's they saw the trailer and they're like, I'm gonna sub or whatnot. All I know is that I posted that. I ran a few cross promotions on my Facebook and everything, and it's like, okay, 113 come Monday, Tuesday, I'm at like 119, 120. I'm like, oh god.
Congratulations, man.
It's like
looking cool.
It's like I'm not entirely sure if I'm prepared for this. Like I don't know how the reception to this is going to be. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get them all done, in time for each week. I'm going to do my damnedest, but most people would say you kind of bit off more than you could chew.
And that's just a challenge to overcome.
Trying to do 5 game retrospectives in 5 weeks.
Like engineers say, there are no problems, just challenges.
Yep.
So it's like, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Yep. Just depends on how much you're going to put into it. I guess that's the challenge, right? That's the challenge.
That's going to be the fun part. But it's like, because I was thinking, because I was at work one day, I was watching. I say watching while I was at work. I drive for a living. I can't watch anything. Listening to arcade playthroughs of those games, and it's like, it'd be really cool to do for a Halloween thing. This is like 2 weeks ago. It's like, just do a retrospective on all 5 of those games, like all the way through October, because there's like 5 Fridays in October, and the last Friday actually lands the day before Halloween. So it's like, yes,
that's cool, man.
Nice.
So
timed up and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. And with that, Flipster, any announcements you want to make, or are we holding that off until next week?
Yeah, I think next week we do have some stuff to tell you guys about. Next week on Wednesday, we'll go ahead and have another stream, and we'll tell you more about it then. And I just do want to remind everyone to support each other, like, share, and sub each other, and do your part in this to, rise together.
Exactly. And to make sure that your friendship's all good, make sure to put some butter on it. Otherwise,
you're toast, bitch! You're toast, bitch!
and that will be updated. That's not